Hello Internet people, it is me Dekori and welcome to Season 2 of Vanilla Heroes. So if you caught the 2 episodes that I did a couple months ago, you'd know that I joined the Vanilla Heroes server and we just reset for 1.13 and so we're calling it Season 2 and there's a couple more people who are going to be recording this season, which is going to make it a lot easier for me to keep doing it. And yeah. So I thought we'd start off this first episode by just kind of showing what we've got going on here. This is our spawn town. There's a ship going up, which I think is looking pretty cool. Beastly Brock's doing that. There's a couple other random builds, a farm, fish farm, and this community enchanting room slash mini stores while we wait for a shopping center to go up and everything. Yeah, there's not too much going on at spawn yet, but basically the idea is over the season, we're all going to work on this spawn town together with a big center build right there on that little pond. And also we will be working on our own separate bases. So I'm going to take you through the Nether Hub to get to my base, but as we go there, I'm actually going to let it run so you just have an idea of where my base is in regards to spawn. I'm like off 1,000 blocks that way or so. But as we head through to my base, I want to just kind of explain what we're doing this season. Alright, so we've come through the Nether portal, and my base, along with a growing list of people, is off in this direction. The Nether Hub's kind of a mess right now. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with it. We kind of have ice roads, but they don't really do much like this. But yeah, we're working on it. But my base is off here to the east, and I've actually got 3 main projects that I want to do this season. So I'm just going to take the beginning of this first episode to explain these 3 projects. Like I may or may not have said, we've been playing here for about a week. Here's the Dekori door. Ooh, that lag. Yeah, we've been playing here for about a week, and 1.13 is fun, but, well, Mojang kind of broke their game. If you haven't noticed, from playing yourself or from watching people, it's like a lag fest everywhere. Apparently there's chunks having issues with basically everything, and basically, yeah, Mojang broke their game. But, so, you know, we've got this Nether portal lag where it takes forever to load in afterwards. My computer's having a real hard time playing at all. Sorry for the stupidly loud Nether portal. My computer's having a really hard time playing at all, and much less recording. So I'm even excited that I'm getting to film this without it being at 5 frames a second. But I'm hoping that 1.13's Optifine will come out soon and we'll be back to normal. But yeah, so we've been playing on 1.13 here for about a week and a half. And so if you'll notice, I actually have all sorts of diamond stuff already. And this golden apple, though, is just gifted. I've even got a couple tridents with the different enchantments on them. I built a trident farm. So basically what I'm saying is this is not the beginning of what we're doing on this server. This is something that we've been playing about a week and a half, and I just haven't been able to record because my computer hasn't been able to handle it with 1.13. But I found a way, I think, assuming that this video turns out okay, and I really wanted to record and get started making videos on this server. So yeah, we've got 1 player sleep going. We've got Enderman griefing, theoretically, although I think I've been killed by an Enderman taking a netherrack from me. So I'm not sure that's working. I think we're hoping to put the mob heads back in that Zuma from Hermitcraft put together once they release the new version of it for 1.13. But yeah, other than that, we're pretty much in a vanilla kind of server going on, hence Vanilla Heroes. And yeah, I mean, we're playing Minecraft, vanilla 1.13. How many times can I say vanilla in one sentence? Why, Timmy? Why? Because. So, let me explain my base to you a little bit. So, as I've said, I've already started gearing up, and I've actually done a pretty good job, I think, of getting geared up and ready for being able to record. So now my base is mostly just waiting to start to do things. I've been able to skip the beginning boring part on camera, and I'm ready to get going. So as you can see, I've got this island here. Can't tell because I have my render distance down pretty low, but that it is an island. There's water on the other side of it. And this is going to be the first project we're going to do. this is probably going to take the longest, and I'm probably going to start this one the latest. But I think this is going to be a lot of fun. What we're going to do on this island is we are going to make a zoo. Much like the theme park in the last season, where I made the giant roller coaster and a couple of other things, I want to make a zoo here. Find a way. It gives me an excuse to find all the animals in the game and to build little different environments and habitats that suit them. And I still get to do my amusement park style thing and build, concession stands and gift shops and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about this project. This one's going to take a while. Obviously, it's a big island. I have to catch all the animals. That's going to take a long time. But I think that's going to be some fun things to watch. And then designing little habitats for them. This is our horse. I haven't named him. Sorry, horse. But that's project 1. And I've got 3 projects that I want to do this season. The second and third one are over in this direction. And let's take our fancy new Riptide Trident and see if the server is going to let us glide. Yes, it is. All right. So as we load into the Infinite Void over here, you're going to see a fishing boat. And this is the start of our second project. So this is my AFK fish farm that I've been using to get geared up. And I decided to put it on a fishing boat, right, with all the loot in the back. And this is basically the beginning of my second project. Over here, you can see a yacht that is functioning as my bedroom and my first storage system, basically. But this is the second project. We're going to expand this couple ships out into a big fleet. And so my big rule for myself for the season is I want to spend my time making things that have an aesthetic purpose as well as their functional purpose. So what I'm saying is I don't want to put any giant ugly cobblestone farms in the middle of the sky near my base. If I can, I want to make sure that everything that I add that has a function also has a aesthetic appeal to it. So all my farms are going to be turned into boats or into animal habitats in the zoo or into things in my third project. But this is just a good example. I've got a bedroom that I decided to make into a fancy yacht, and it's also got my storage for the time being. And then we've got a farm that's built like a boat too. And so we're going to just build a whole bunch of different types of boats out here in the open ocean. And we may have like some fancy like war battleship type things with iron farms in them or whatever. I don't know. But it's going to be a good challenge to have to figure out how to decorate my farms in a way that just doesn't look like an eyesore. And that's what I really want to be about when I'm playing Minecraft. I want to find a way to make everything that I do have some sort of thing that it does and also have some beauty to it. So if you go up here on the 3rd floor, we've got my bedroom right now. This is my fleet. It's just 2 boats. But yeah, so I thought it was cool with the ocean update too, for me to be able to, trident from boat to boat, or do various other things to get myself from one part of my base to the other. But there is one more way that we can travel from boat to boat, and from parts of my base to each other, and that is going to lead us to my third project. I don't want this. Goodbye. And that is right down here. So, I've got these bubble columns hooked up between all these different boats, and basically from any point in the fleet, you're going to be able to get down here to the 3rd part of this base. Here's the cats I found earlier. And this is going to ultimately turn into an underwater city type thing, or a secret lab. I'm not exactly sure what the theme is going to be, but essentially the idea is going to be all the boats are going to have these elevators that send you down from the boat into here, and then you can travel in the underground city and pop out. There's the other boat's elevators over there. You can pop out wherever you want on whatever boat you want. And so in this way, we're going to have this really cool kind of transportation system throughout the base. There's going to be a lot of different ways to get from one place to another. It's got this kind of multi-layered thing with things going up on the ocean surface and things down here below the ocean floor. And I think it's going to be really cool. Anyone interested in buying quartz? Maybe later? No, not right now. Yeah. So this leads me to one final thing. you can see I've got these signs and big pits dug out saying, you know, Slime Chunk, Future Slime Farm. Oh, I don't have a sign over here, but this is going to be a creeper farm. This season, there's one last thing that I've been thinking about. So I had a really hard time continuing to be motivated building things last season. And I'm going to take you guys to something else while I talk. And part of the reason was I would start an episode and I would say, oh, hey, today we're going to build a roller coaster. And then I would spend, I'd film that clip, and then I would spend the next, come on, man, the server lag. Then I would spend the next 3 or 4 hours gathering materials. And after gathering materials for 3 or 4 hours, then I would come back and go, okay, cool, so now we're going to get started. So here's kind of what it looks like, and here's, here's the first couple blocks. Okay, well, I'm going to get working on more of it, and then I'll cut you guys in when I'm a little bit further. And then 4 hours would go by of me trying to build and figure this thing out because I wouldn't plan it out very well. And then, obviously, I realized, oh, I need about like 1 billion more birch fence posts. Maybe I need to mine those up a little bit more. So then I go back to resource gathering, and you'd get another clip that was like 5 hours later. And at this point, it's like 4 in the morning. I'm 11 hours into working on this thing, and you still have like 2 minutes of video. So I realized the problem there was that, one, I had a total lack of planning, and two, I was doing a lot of things based on videos I'd seen where people do this as their full-time job, right? So people who, like, on the Hermitcraft server, which I absolutely love, their full-time job is making videos on the server, and so they can spend a lot of time resource gathering and stuff in between clips. But the thing is, I'm sure they don't even do that. I'm sure they do it a lot smarter. But I didn't know any better. So what I was doing was I was spending like 12 to 15 hours from the moment I decided I'm going to start recording tonight to the moment I actually finished things. And I was, burned out and tired of it by the end of it. And it just made recording really not a fun process, which is a bummer because I really want to enjoy it. I really want to record. I have a lot of fun doing it. So what I decided I'm going to do this season is I'm not going to give you any time lapses of me wiping out deserts. I'm not going to give you any time lapses of me digging that cave for the underground city. You're never going to see mining sessions or things of me caving or anything like that. I know that limits a little bit of what we can do content-wise, because sometimes caving is fun and just kind of talking while you cave and adventure and stuff. But I'm probably not going to do too much adventuring on camera because I don't have the opportunity to record every time I play. I only have a couple nights a week that I can actually record this, and so that means that I play on this server a heck of a lot more than I record on this server, and I really want to keep it that way because that's what makes it a lot of fun. If I record everything, then I just can't play until I'm in a place to record, and that kind of ruins momentum and stuff like that. But I really want to be a part of this community on this server, and so basically how it's going to go is I'm going to prepare projects to do for videos. Like you can see those holes in the underground city. I've already prepared holes for farms that we might not make for 10, 15 episodes. It might be a while before we actually make any of those things, but I'm going to have those prepared, and I'm going to have all the supplies that I'm going to need so that when we get to actually filming a video, I can just say, hey, here's what we're doing today, and we're going to start recording it, and we'll build on camera, and we'll be able to do things in a lot more of a natural way. So I don't think anyone wanted to know that much information. I've probably been rambling for way too long, but it's the first episode. I wanted to explain the server and explain kind of what's going on. So this is the final thing. This is that trident farm I was talking about. It's Ilmango's design. If you want to check it out. He basically has you rebuild a river biome at build height or close to it. That river is an outline of that river down there, and drowns will be the only thing that spawn up here other than fish that get stuck there every once in a while. And then they hop down, they run after the turtle, they fall in, and then you kill them from there. This thing's been great. I've gotten 2 tridents from it so far, and a lot of other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep using that. Hopefully I can make a trident shop or something, because I know there's a lot of people on the server who've been wanting it. But yeah, basically that's our goal for the season. We are going to make a zoo, we're going to make a fleet of ships, and we're going to make an underground city experiment something. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I am super excited to get going. But that is all I have got time for in this episode. So I know this one was a little bit talky and just kind of wandering around, not doing much of anything. You got to see a lot of things that were already finished, which I mean, that's not really a Let's Play. That's kind of like a show and tell. But next episode, we are going to make a creeper farm that I'm pretty excited about, because I need to get some rockets. These 27 rockets are the only ones I have to my name, and that's pretty sad, because I can't go get shulker boxes and stuff like that very safely with 1 elytra and 27 rockets. So next episode, that's coming, and in the meantime, thank you so much for checking this out. Yeah, and I will see you next time. God bless. Have a great day.